Hi guys, Tara here, 10 Acre Woods. We got a little bit of rain coming today, it looks like. A little cloudy out here, but figured I'd get out to the garden. This is what, week 4? And it's been a couple days since I've been out here. I was out this morning. I was cleaning out barns, so lots of heavy work with the tractor, and missed my garden all day yesterday, and came out this morning and did a quick water because I missed last night, and then it's going to rain today. So I added another little fence here. Because it seems the wild rabbits that I thought were going around were actually coming right through the fence, and walked right in and eating whatever they want, the little buffet of the garden. So I'll take a walk through with you. I know you guys, it gets so exciting when I get excited to see what's growing, especially after a couple days. So this is week 4. So I actually did get a couple blueberries growing on the tree, which is so awesome. So oh, let's see if right in that area. The ivy doing fantastic, absolutely loving it. So it'll be a few years, but it'll get up there, cover the deck. I did pick up through Mark's work these trees around here, and they're actually called wolf willow. So what I've done is I cut off a bunch of trees, buried 3 branches as roots like I was just telling you before, and then you take off all the leaves so that it can focus on the roots and regrowing, and it doesn't have to keep the leaves that are there alive. I really do like the simplicity of my gardening, where I just find something, throw it in, and if it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, try again. So these ivies here I will be putting up front of the house. Still haven't got my trees in, that'll happen. Nothing on the black walnut or the butternut, but the ones that were actually growing actually look fun. They've got new growth coming on them, which is nice to see. And I don't see any new ones. These watermelons, I'll probably end up throwing some more seeds of something else in here. Actually, I was going to throw some more peas in. Beets are doing good. Filling in now. Now the dirt will stay a little bit more moist with the. So this is at a point where the leaves on the edge there are starting to get in size that you can start pulling them for salad. The larger leaves and salad, stir fries. Oh my! Look at this. These were the seeds that I planted. These are the silver maple seeds that were given to me by a gentleman, Joe, and they're all growing. Wow, that is absolutely amazing. So that's 1 week. Oh, that's exciting. And for me, when you see the seeds on these trees and you like the tree, take some seeds. And seeds or cuttings, and ask people when you're driving around. I mean, one silver maple tree would cost you, $100. And meanwhile, I'll be able to have the ones I want and then sell very cheap to our friends, followers, whatnot, to help raise money for the animals. So that is absolutely amazing. So I'll leave them in here for this year because the soil is so fresh and loose, and then there's straw underneath. I'll be able to separate those really easy once they start growing. These guys are taking off. All their second leaves are coming. So we'll start to see them spreading out, wandering. The peppers, lots of peppers. Oh, I see some canola, some flea beetles got to some lettuce here, it looks like. So I'll have to plant some canola. That's a common bug for these guys, is the flea beetle. The black little tiny flea beetles. Yeah, I see them all on there. So you can also spray with dish soap. And but I planted so much in different areas. Last year what I did was I actually planted canola off to the side. And it kept them all at bay, but I didn't have any canola this year. All right, so this is the aisle down here. Whoop. I was actually, because of those squirrel or mouse that was running around eating my peas, I am going to plant some extra I say extra, I just dump them. Why not? Right? Just to keep stuff growing there. I can actually do a lot more because I brought a whole container. Just so the animals have lots to eat. And then I'll just come and dump some wood, soil on top of that. Alright, I'm sorry I went a little fast there. This was another section that they got. Of all the ones that they chewed off, they're regrowing. So you don't have to worry. They regrow because they don't take the pea. They just they cut it off. And so the peas are starting to grow up big enough that they're grabbing on, which is good. That barrage has got pretty big. So it should start sending up stems soon. The basil, not much change, a little bit. Oh, the cilantro, the coriander is coming up. Nice. And cilantro. They look very similar. Are they the same family? They might be. I'm not a big chef, cook, spice kind of girl. Okay, so this is the other spot where the mice decided they were going to eat all my peas. So I'll just plant a lot more so the mice can have some and so can I. There. Now I'll come and put some soil on top of that. I'll park you when I do that. All right, coming back here. So these all will looks like they can be. I don't like, sorry, there's a squirrel there. I don't like the weeds going to seed out here, but I like to figure out what they are. And when I do, I either leave them, harvest them, or feed them to the animals. So after the rain today, I should be able to get out here and weed this one. I see some of the chocolate mint is growing. Really nice. Let's see. If I point to it, you can see that growing. Oh, and we've got a little bit of bloomage happening. Okay. These thistles grow out in the yard. Wow, they got spikes on them, and do they ever hurt when you step on them? And the animals won't eat those. All right, update on the raspberries. This is what every bush looks like. I'm gonna have so many raspberries. That's good. I got a big freezer. Oh, my mouth is watering. It's just, and the new growth, these are only 2 years old. Oh, I see some daisies in there. Look at that. Right? What's a few extra daisies? Somebody said we had a, oh, look at this. Oh, one of the ways that we really like to raise money for the animals, look at this, is sharing what we have. When you grow, share, and you know, like for all the little raspberries, for example, here that are growing out, you know, $5, $5 a plant, $5, brings in money for the animals. And you know, if somebody comes along and I see on Facebook that they don't have tomatoes yet, I can pull some tomato plants and give it to them. You know, it's like share what you have and enjoy doing it. Oh, look at them growing. So now they're about, I guess the main ones, because they'll weed themselves out, are about 4 or 5 inches tall. And remember, these were seeded outside, all of these this year, because we discovered that they're hardier and do better and catch up and grow. Zucchini in there. The all right, so this was Patricia's special little patch here, and less seeds. This is Braden and I planting. So we didn't even keep track what was what. We did all but this bin here. They're all cherry tomatoes. We find that cherry tomatoes produce more, easy to pop in your mouth as you're walking around the garden, and they're a lot tastier for salsas and whatnot. Like, you can get your meatier tomatoes, but to be honest, like, I find that the taste in them is just not there. So these are all the cuckoo melons coming out here, I think. I hope. Yeah, that looks like cuckoo melon. So as you saw, we put the seeds down in the back, and then we're going to throw some dirt on top of those beads. That is how hard it is. And then I'm just going to move them around and cover them a little. Flatten it out. And they'll regrow. And then we'll see what happens. And they should start popping up within a week. And that'll just fill up those other spots. All right. See? Easy peasy. And then I'll water it again tonight. Oh, I forgot a spot. I put some there. I have more fun walking around weeding my garden There we go. Make them all happy, the newbies. See? I have more fun going around weeding my driveway now. I mean, my driveway. My garden. Okay. And see what's happening over here. Nothing big to speak of. The little apple tree seems to be growing quite nicely. If that's what it is. That's what I thought it was. All right. The horse-heel, I'm glad that's growing. It'll be nice to have that in the medicine cabinet. And right, not much change over here. Oh, I see a little bit of the fennel. Tansy's doing well. Catnip has seemed to come back. Well, I can see a bunch of little ones coming back in that one. So the water didn't eliminate it, but it definitely had an effect on it. Okay, so I see these little ones in here. I see this catnip. So obviously it flowered and seeded, but I see these little guys in here. This is, don't mind the dandelions, but you see this little guy here, this one here, this one. So that might be the horehound, because we reseeded that in another place because the original one did not come back. So we'll see. Comb flowers are all coming to a head, which is nice. These are all purple over here. Okay, so I see the oregano is going to seed, so I will probably cut all of that off and harvest, just because I don't need more oregano than I already have. I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 patches of it. Don't need any more. These are the safflowers, so they should be popping out that center flower soon. And oh, lemongrass. That's another one I'm really excited to get into, the dried. I see a bunch of, looks like cilantro or something. Parsley, cilantro, not parsley because that's thinner. Anyways. Oh, there's a volunteer. Who's that? Yeah, you really get to know the plants, right? Yeah, look at that. It's like it's all through there. Oh, maybe I seeded this and then put the pot on. Ah, that's probably what I did. I probably seeded it and then put the leaf on top. So now that the dianthus is finishing blooming, this is what you want for all your seeds. So as soon as these dry, then I pop them off and I collect the seeds. This is lavender. I just don't remember putting it here. I had it in pots last year. Unless I dumped the pot there and it came back. That's a possibility. Alright, so I'm going to look up this little plant here too. As it is it almost looks like a bee balm down here. It's got no, like yeah, but it's not. It's different. Alright, sunchokes are growing up. So I'll be able to harvest those this year. Ginger, throwing me some roots. That's a weed. The animals love these weeds. That's what come up in the tomatoes and stuff, and they eat those like crazy. So you'll notice my potatoes. Last week I said I was going to bury my tomatoes, or potatoes. So what happens is when you build up around your potatoes, it continues to make more roots higher up. So as far as it'll go, it keeps setting off new potatoes. So I took all the flowers off because you don't want it to go to flower until you're done. And I believe that's just what I've always done. And this year I actually just dumped soil on top to see if that is all you need to do. Because last year I nicely put soil in between each plant and did it very nicely. And you know what? I thought, I'm just going to dump it on, see what happens, because that makes life a whole lot easier. So we'll see. Cantaloupe, passion melon. It looks like it's struggling in the heat here. It's almost like it's getting like these dried leaves. It doesn't look like bug bites, but I mean, those flea beetles are around. It could very well be. What do we got? All right. Carrots. Oh, I love carrots. I wonder if the rabbit was up here and kind of... Why do I have an empty spot? All right. Carrots. Carrots. The lettuce, too, is coming. So another week we should be really harvesting, because a lot of these, the lettuce, the beet tops, the carrot tops, you want to harvest when they're young. And no matter what you harvest on the top of the carrots, the roots are still going to grow and push off more top greens, which is what we did last year. And the animals, I literally, handfuls of carrot tops, and I just cut them off the top, 2, 3, maybe 2 inches up, and fed them to the animals, and they loved it. So, oh, some good weeds growing here. I mean, weeds technically are just plants you don't want. So I guess I shouldn't call them weeds here. I should call them like animal feed. Because I literally just pluck it from over here and put it over the fence. This is a very, I believe this is a buckwheat from what, and it's a vine, and it strangles out everything else. So that is one vine that I do remove every time I see, even though I absolutely love vines. It is one that is not allowed to stay. All right, well guys, that's pretty much it for the garden today. I mean, we'll see what kind of other plans. I know Mark will touch base on what, we cleaned out the main barn and the horse barn, thankfully with a tractor, so it took me 7 hours for the main barn. and about an hour and a half for the horse barn, and of course save my back. So before it would take me a week and a couple days to do each, as it's a lot of hand shoveling and stuff. So the tractor did take a lot of the work out of it, and I'm sure Mark will touch base with you guys about that and on the animal side. But as far as the garden is concerned, it is growing absolutely phenomenal. Love every night when I come out to water. It's kind of like your relaxing therapy as well. You just check out all the newbies. All right, guys, happy gardening, and from the 10 Acre Woods and all the animals, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.